Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and 15 minutes ago, well, you thought you needed a six-figure paycheck to look like you had your life together. But guess what, you guys? You don't, because the used car market is full of cars that look like private equity divorce, but actually run on regular people money, as long as you don't buy the most cursed example in a 3-state radius. So today, we're going through 10 ideal cars that look expensive, turn heads, and still have a cost of ownership that won't immediately force you to start a side hustle flipping patio furniture. And guys, I use data to back this up. Yes, each one I will show you what you can get it for. And remember, you can find all these via Autotempest in the pinned first comment down below. Like, subscribe, and remember to go to winthisIdealCar.com. Let's get into it, starting with number 1, the Chevrolet Corvette C5. This is the original I look rich to normal people cheat code. Because a Corvette is a Corvette, your neighbor does not know what generation it is. Your neighbor just sees long hood, low roof, and assumes you have a second home. And the fun part is it's still a Chevrolet underneath. It's not some exotic with hand-built unobtainium parts and a mechanic who only accepts payment in rare coins. It's pushrod V8 simplicity, huge parts availability, and a community that has already solved every problem you could ever have, including the ones you haven't created yet. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale for a C5 Corvette is $8,500. That is the price of a used refrigerator with an iPad glued to it. Number 2, the Chevrolet Corvette C6. Same trick, sharper suit. The C6 is what happens when the C5 hits the gym, gets a haircut, and stops wearing cargo shorts. It looks more modern, more exotic, and if you get the right spec, it gives off this guy definitely knows a sommelier energy. But again, it's still Corvette logic. You can road trip it, you can daily it, you can get parts without filing an international request. And if you're not trying to cosplay as a track weapon every weekend, it can be shockingly reasonable. On Classic.com, the lowest recorded sale price for a C6 Corvette is $8,500, which is insane because that is the same number as the C5 low, except the C6 looks like it should be parked outside a nightclub with a rope line. Number 3, the Porsche Cayman 987.1. This is the one that breaks people's brains at gas stations because the average human sees a Porsche badge and immediately assumes you either have generational wealth or you sell online courses. They do not know what a Cayman is. They just know Porsche. And in their head, that means 911 money. Meanwhile, the early Cayman is one of the best value sports cars ever, full stop. Mid-engine balance, real steering feel, and a chassis that makes you want to take the long way home for absolutely no reason other than the road curves. Now, the affordable to own part depends on one thing. You buy a sorted one, you don't buy the cheapest one with mystery service history and vibes, but if you buy smart, it's way less scary than people think, and the experience you get per dollar is borderline disrespectful. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale price for a Cayman 9 87.1 base manual is $9,562. That is less than what some people pay for a set of wheels and tires on a new crossover. Yo guys, quick pause because this is super important. The giveaway is live right now and we're giving away this fully built, dripping in carbon Supra, 4 months in the making. And guys, it is the Tuner Hero spec, plus a Shelby GT350 with an exhaust that sounds absolutely ridiculous. So, if you want to win, you've got a decision to make. Do you get the JDM Legend, or do you get the American Icon? And guys, for a limited time, every purchase that you make on the site, which is pinned in the first comment down below, you get 2,000 bonus entries to win one of these cars, plus bonus cash, hat, shirt, entry pack, it don't matter. That's 2,000 extra chances on top. And Rocky from New York grabbed a quick entry pack last time and walked away with a GTR plus bonus cash. So yeah, it definitely happens. And we're running it back with 2 cars. So which one you picking? Let me know in the comments down below and go get entered as well. And good skill. Number 4, the Audi S4 B8. This is peak I look expensive in the parking lot energy. It's understated, clean, and it gives off that German executive vibe where people assume you say things like, we should circle back, unironically. The S4 is also one of those cars that feels fast without being loud about it. It's quick, it's comfortable, it's genuinely usable, and you can drive it in bad weather like it's nothing. The trick is maintenance. You don't ignore it. You don't buy one that's been lightly modified by a guy whose main hobby is check engine lights, but when you get the right one, it's a monster daily that still looks like a normal sedan to everyone who isn't deep in the sauce. Classic.com shows the market for the Audi S4 B8, and it's exactly the kind of car that makes people think you spent way more than you did. Number 5, the Mercedes E-Class 1.2. This is the German taxi spec that still looks like money move. It's classy without being flashy. It's comfortable. It looks expensive in a way that doesn't scream for attention. You pull up in a clean W212 and people assume you're responsible, you have a retirement plan, and you probably know how to grill. And the reason it can be affordable is simple. There were a lot of them. Parts exist. Independent shops know them. They're not rare. They're not fragile showpieces. They're just solid luxury cars that got depreciated into the realm of reality. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale for a W212 E-Class is $4,950. That is the price of a used iPhone and a mistake. Number 6, the Lexus LS430. If you want, I look like a CEO without I pay CEO maintenance, this is the one. The LS is quiet rich. It's the car that makes people assume you own a nice watch. It's leather and wood and smoothness, and it does that Lexus thing where everything feels overbuilt in the best way. And here's the secret sauce. It's a Toyota at heart, not in the, it's literally the same as a Corolla way. It was engineered by people who are allergic to failure way. They can go forever. They're comfortable forever. They're the kind of car you can buy, maintain like a normal adult, and just cruise. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale price for an LS430 is $3,000. $3,000 for a car that still looks like it should be parked outside a steakhouse. Number 7, the Lexus GS. This is the, I want something nicer than a Camry, but I still want my life to be peaceful choice. The GS looks upscale, feels upscale, and if you get the right trim, it has real presence. It's the kind of sedan that makes normal people think you're doing well, while you quietly enjoy Toyota-grade sanity. And it's also the kind of car that doesn't destroy you with random nonsense. You're not constantly chasing electrical demons. You're not scheduling your week around a warning light. You're just driving. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale price for the Lexus GS overall is $4,500, and even the third-gen GS market shows real affordability for a car with that vibe. Number 8, the Jaguar F Type. Okay, this one is the spicy pick, and I'm going to be honest with you. Affordable to own is only true if you do two things. You buy a good one and you maintain it like an adult, not like a raccoon. Because when you neglect a Jaguar, it doesn't punish you, it humiliates you. But the reason it's on the list is simple. It looks like a supercar to normal people. Long hood, wide hips, low roof, and the sound is pure theater. You show up in an F Type and people assume it cost triple what it did. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale price for a Jaguar F Type is $13,250. That is a wild number for a car that looks like it belongs in a music video. Number 9, the BMW Z4 E89. This is the I have a convertible and I'm thriving car. The Z4 looks expensive because it's a BMW Roadster with the proportions of a proper sports car. Even people who know nothing about cars will still do the little head tilt like, ooh, what is that? Now, BMW ownership is a spectrum. You can have a great time or you can have an expensive character building experience. The difference is condition and maintenance history. If you buy one that's been cared for, it can be a genuinely fun, fairly reasonable way to look like you live in a better zip code than you do. Classic.com's E89 Z4 market shows a lowest recorded sale in the low thousands, with typical values sitting much higher, which is basically the entire point of this list. The car looks like money. The market doesn't always demand it. Number 10, the Chrysler 300 CS RT8. This is the funniest one because it is pure, I look expensive to people who don't know energy. Big body, big presence, big sedan vibes. It looks like it should be chauffeuring someone important, and then you realize it's basically American muscle wearing a suit. And here's why it can be affordable. There's a lot of shared parts logic across the ecosystem, and the car itself is not some rare exotic. It's a loud, dumb, lovable hammer. You just have to accept that it will drink fuel like it's getting paid per gallon. Classic.com's lowest recorded sale price for a first-gen 300 CS RT8 is $7,000, which is absolutely ridiculous for something that looks like it should have a security detail. Quick reality check before the comments sprint into yelling insurance and repairs. Yeah, I know. I'm not pretending maintenance is a conspiracy. The whole trick is the difference between buying the car and owning the car. These rides look expensive, but they can be affordable if you buy the right example and don't act offended when the car needs normal adult attention. So don't do the thing where you buy the absolute cheapest one and ignore every red flag and declare the whole brand cursed because you adopted a neglected project with a check engine light in a haunted past. Use Auto Tempest to find what these cars actually sell for, then hunt your local market and search everything, filter hard, and pay for the clean one, because the clean one is always cheaper than the cheap one. Now tell me, Corvette, Cayman, Lexus Peace, or Jaguar Chaos? Let me know in the comments down below. And remember to go to winthisIdealCar.com to get entered to win your dream car plus bonus cash. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. Like, subscribe, check out some of these Ideal vids over here, and promise me one thing: keep living the Ideal lifestyle.